Let's send them hands to the sky since we ain't got no ceiling tonight.
From humble beginnings to the big stage, rapper King Chip has defied all odds. He's had quite the career, but it's clear being a family man is what he's most proud of. So take a walk with him as we chat with the local legend about his rise to fame.
King Chip, man, how you feeling, man?
I'm well. How about yourself, man?
I'm good, man. I can't complain at all.
Yes, sir.
Beautiful day outside.
Yeah, man. Always good to be home in the city, man.
So you're over a decade strong here now.
Yeah.
You're a veteran. How does that feel?
I mean, you know, you always feel. Yeah, I'm still in the mind of a kid, man, growing up in the east side of Cleveland. So it's just pretty much added on. Everything I've been through just adds on to that. I got introduced to rap through Will Smith. Really? And I seen the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, and I said, hey, this guy is a horrible singer. I told my uncle, I'm like, this guy cannot sing. I'm like, no, that's not singing, that's called rap. And I fell in love.
I did a little bit of research, and I understand you got the name Chip the Ripper because you were killing it, freestyling everywhere. And I understand Chip is a family name, but the Ripper added to it because he was ripping everybody. Take me back, how did that go?
Yeah, there used to be a place on West 117th in St. Clair. It was called Spitboxing, and you know, my dad's nickname was Chip. You know, I'm Charles, he's Charles, and Chip was, you know, I was little Chip when I was born. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I just had Chip, and then I kept coming in, showing out, and he was like, man, if you keep coming in here and doing what you're doing, we're gonna have to start calling you like Chip the Ripper or something. You know what I mean? Like, you can't just have just Chip. So it kind of just stuck.
Make some noise if you're from Ohio, man.
You know, a lot of these, these things I was rapping about, they were coming from just watching and observing. I feel like that was something I could give that could be used. You know what I mean? Like Garrett Morgan made the stoplight. I don't know much about his life, but he gave me something that I can use.
And he from the city.
And he from Cleveland. You know what I mean?
Those wide my trunk bump like Eddie Roll.
Chip got his green light around 2005, and a name switch years later gave the artist a different persona.
It's Chip the Rip, King Chip, what it do?
Yeah. So, you know, some people never heard of Chip the Ripper. They got introduced to King Chip, and they didn't catch the Chip the Ripper wave, you know what I mean? So it's cool. It's like Mankind and Do Love. Yeah, you know what I mean? Same guy, two names.
Yeah. So it's pretty crazy. You kind of segued it for me, speaking on the two different dynamics. When we got Chip the Ripper, that was a movement. That was early 2000s, 2008, 2009 era.
Diesel jeans, white tee, I'm gonna do some damage. Don't expect the oil change if you see me in live mechanics.
I was the what's it called? The stenographer for what was going on and where I grew up. You know, I was just the person who was just kind of telling the story.
He was making it happen, all without the help of a major label.
If you take the stairs, you build muscle. You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's pretty much my whole journey was. I've been taking the stairs the whole time, but now that I'm here, I own my entire catalog, and
that's royalties. That's what we was talking about a little bit earlier.
Yeah. It's important to own, you know, at least a big piece of what you have.
It's something he can pass along to his son, Cash, who really needs no introduction.
Daughters he's got.
Yeah. Oh, he OG then.
Oh shoot, he has Snowfoot. Oh my god.
Oh, he's got the new one. I just seen him.
What's your favorite subject?
Math and science.
We come from a family of educators, so, you know, it's pretty. My father teaches math and science, which is funny. Yeah.
Tell me about your son. I'm sure he had a lot to do with that growth.
Oh yeah. He was the biggest piece. His coming into the world kind of, you know, made me the man I thought I was. There's been a long journey through music where we slept on couches and traveled and packed a minivan and driving to South by Southwest and things like that. But then when my son came along, it was like, all right, I can't be so frivolous with my time. It's fun. I love it. I love it to death, man.
You see him on Instagram. He's everywhere you are.
Yeah.
It's awesome just looking at you guys. You guys wearing matching jackets as we speak.
Yeah.
When you travel with him every single day, what do you want him to see out of the daily interactions that you just have every day?
I just want him to just, you know, just appreciate. You know, appreciation I feel like is it depicts your happiness and it can play a big variable on your choices you make.
Little buddy.
I'm thinking that an independent artist is nothing on being a single father. It has nothing on it.
Yeah, they're pretty tough, but one you can kind of opt out of, and the other one, I mean, if you got a soul, you can't go anywhere, you know.
Back when we was the slick boys on the rise on the porch on Thornhill, smashing gyros and fries.
I had to pull up on the old block, man.
Yeah, man. Yeah, a lot of great memories on this street, man. I'm like flooded with memories right now. This is like headquarters, man. My grandfather, grandparents, they pretty much were the nucleus of the family, so they made sure that what was going on in the house was totally separate from what was going on outside the house. So it could be done, and I'm a product of it. I'm a full-time single dad, man, and I love it, you know what I mean? Like, my mom doesn't live too far either, so we both, do what we can to make him happy, man, but, I gotta show him how to be a young man, so, you gotta have that daily motto. And
it's working, man. Really intelligent, man.
It's a blessing for us to spend as much time as we get to spend together, and every day I just tweak and mold them.
I had that hashtag single father flow.
Single father flow, yeah. I actually have a record called Single Father Flow.
Word.
And I'm writing a book called Single Father Flow as well. It's pretty much done. It's a novel, and it just kind of pretty much gets into everything that comes along with being a single dad and being an entertainment artist. I mean, independent artist.
Independent artist.
Yeah.
So again, that dynamic of being on your own but not really, and having other people like him in your corner, family in your corner, the city in your corner.
Yeah. Man, it's a blessing. Cleveland is a tough cookie, man. So to get love here, that's pretty much, it's just love.
This is cool. Hey, I can hear everything.
You hear yourself?
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead.
I don't know what to say.
Say, my dad looks out for me.
My dad looks out for me.